Hi everyone, welcome and thank you for being here. Today on Social Development Friday, I want to talk about our relationships with our children. Socialization begins at home. How we relate to our children and our parents will determine how that bond stays and is strengthened. And now that the children are home, what are you doing to strengthen your social interaction with your children? Because as parents, we assume that our children will be close to us because we are housing them, because we give birth to them, and because we are their parent. That relationship needs to be nurtured. That is why you'll find yourself waking up when they are at 13, 15, and you're like, where did my child go? The letting go process started when they were young. Those days when they asked for your attention and you said, give me a minute, I'm coming back. And after that 1 minute, you did not come back to attend to them. It is hard being a parent. But we move regardless. We wing it. And being close to your child is important, especially as they grow. Because when they reach puberty and they need information and they need to be taught some of these things and they will hear stuff, that is the time you want them to come to you. That is the time you want to empower them. That is the time you want that communication wall to be shattered so that they don't fear coming to you. If your child tells you stories of their peers having boyfriends, somebody asking them out, or somebody doing something like that, chances are that they are also being asked out, or they're in the process, or they also have that boyfriend. Be glad they're telling you and ask them about their interest. Just open the communication channel. There's nothing to be ashamed about. And as parents also, we need to normalize crushes. There are childhood crushes, there are adolescent crushes, there are teen crushes and relationships. And even as adults, we still battle crushes. We are sexual beings. The fact that you are married does not mean you stop seeing handsome men and beautiful ladies. The only thing that prevents you from approaching them or moving with them into a relationship is discipline and your commitment to your spouse. But they are there. The earlier we start normalizing this and telling our children that crushes are there and they will never stop until you die, they will be able to navigate, because now they will know this is not out of place. This is who I am. I just need to have the muscle and the discipline to navigate. And so on social, I moved to another topic, but on social, I'm passionate about crushes and sexual education for children, because sex forms the core of who we are, but we hush it, which should not be the case. I'll talk about that in another video. Today we are talking about social. And so you need that for your child to open up at puberty or at any stage of their life, because it gets harder and more challenging for them. And for you as a parent, it helps to know that your child can come to you for something that is difficult in their life, because if you do not stand in the gap for them, someone else will. And in most cases, it is someone who does not have their best interest. So have time with your children, even if it is just 5 minutes. They will always be looking forward to it. If you tell them, if you are busy and you cannot be home, tell them every day, I will have 5 minutes with you. No, if you cannot manage to do every day, weekly. If you have 5 children, give everyone a day. And tell them Monday is your day, Tuesday is your day, the other day is your day. They will always be looking forward to that day. And be consistent. On the day you know that you're not going to make it for your date, let them know. They will feel respected. Because at this point, when they're still young, they trust you. You are their role model. And you are giving them an idea of who adults are. So if you lie, you're making all of us look bad. If you don't apologize, you're making all of us look bad. And they will say adults don't apologize, and they force us to apologize. Adults lie, and they want us to tell the truth. So don't give us a bad name. Keep your promise. And when you cannot, let them know. It is simple courtesy. What you do with your workmates and your friends, please do it with your children. Respect them. Respect their time. And at this point, it is their emotions at play. Because when I tell my child I have a date with them and I don't show up, it is going to be an emotional roller coaster for them. So let them know. Organize those walks. It doesn't have to be something elaborate. It could be a walk in the neighborhood. It could be going for a meal. It could be going to the salon. I have girls, so it could be going to the salon with them. And it makes you bond. That is what you want, to bond. At this point, it might look like you are firing blank shots. But trust me, you're building a foundation. You're socializing with those children. You want to be their safe space. You have to socialize with them. Yeah. My people say that what imedogosie. I do not know how to translate it, but I'll try. It means that when somebody is your relative, yeah, you add friendship to it. Being a relative is you add friendship to your relativity. I hope you get me. It is not automatic that your relative is going to be your friend. I think that is what it means. It is not automatic that your relative is going to be a friend. You must make an effort to be their friend. That is what it means, what imedogosie. Yeah. It is just not enough that I am your relative. We must both work on our relationship to become friends. Otherwise, we'll be relegated to acquaintances. That is the same thing you do with your children. Add that bond. Make an effort to be their friend. Because at this point, you have an upper hand. And they are excited and willing to be in your company. Do it while they still like it, because at some point they might not need your company. But if you have created that relationship and bond beyond just being their parent, they will always want to be in your company. They will always see you as cool, especially when they are at puberty. You might be home, they'll not be talking to you, but when you are away, they'll be asking, when are you coming back, mommy? Mommy, where are you going? That is your adolescent telling you, I need you home, even if I am not speaking to you. And as parents, we should stop sulking, please. They don't have to talk to us all the time, but they need us. Just your presence comforts them. They feel safe. That is why they are always asking, where are you? What are you doing? Where are you going? When are you coming back? You are their safety. Even when especially when they are not talking to you. They just want to know that you are there. It keeps their nervous system, it calms them. And so you can add your relativity, you can add friendship to just being a parent. Don't just be a parent. Or if you're the dad, you're just paying the bills. Be the dad, be their friend. If you're the mom, don't just be giving them instructions, do this, or just taking them places, or just giving them rules. Be their friend. Try and be their friend. And by being their friend, it does not mean that you are not parenting. I believe you can tell the difference between being your child's friend and being their parent. It does not mean that there are no boundaries. No. We're just building this social relationship so that we have a relationship with our children beyond being their parent. And this will make them feel safe at home, around us, and even when they are not home. Because when they leave home, they remember the relationship they have with you. They will not want to disappoint you. They'll do their utmost best so that you are proud of them. So find a way to build that relationship with your child. Let it not just be a relationship of you giving instructions and them taking instructions. Let us build relationships with our friends. If you have not gotten anything from this video, the one thing you need to get from here is that what Imedogosiep. Ask Aluonia you to translate. Thank you for being here. See you in the next one. If you have not gotten anything from this video, the one phrase I want to leave you with is what Imedogosiep. And this applies even to our children. Thank you for being here. See you in the next one.